Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ultimo Gallows here. Woo! Been a little while, and I'll apologize. October, November, no footage. I'm sorry, September, October, no footage. September, there was only one. There was, of course, one BIW event, and it was just I just didn't have a ride. My first ride fell through because he couldn't make it. My second ride was iffy because, well, the person was actually driving and started a new job, and it's Arkansas. That's good here. And then November just was no. October there was no BIW events. There was like two SWA shows I possibly could have went to. I just stuff happened. Stuff got in the way. So I got some wrestling mag videos. I just recently picked up. Like, I think it was 9 issues of the Wrestler, going all the way back to 85, all the way up to 91. Most of them are like 85, 86. All in okay shape. Look at it. You can tell it's been red. It's got a little slime. Well, that ain't horrible. I'm doing this one first because these I've sold 2 already. Good buddies popped up on the channel before. Coach Bayless, King Kong Bayless. I'm gonna start calling it Snap, Crackle, Pops, because all the younger kids call it Pops. He's got all these kids he helped coach in football. They call him Pops, the Snap, Crackle, Pops. But what this is the July of '85. So July cover date. Let's see, '85 would have been about 11. Oh, I definitely grabbed this if I'd seen this one. Man, we got JYD here with a dog chain and some gold on him and a captain hat. We got Bob Backlund versus Rick Martel, the greatest AWA title matchup. It's a dog's life, and Junkyard Dog won't trade it with anyone. Don Kernoodles, bloody message to Ivan Koloff. Russians look good in red. Will Butch Reed betray his fans again? Victory Sports Series, of course. $1.75, man. 1985, I was paying $1.75 for a wrestling magazine. It means my allowance was what? 85 was 11. I hadn't started working on the shrimp boat. My allowance was possibly. So, like, almost half a week allowance was spent on a wrestling mag. And I paid not that much for these, but let's say Bayless bought 2 of these. He wanted this because the Junkyard Dog cover. I figured. When I posted the picture, we got a group chat, and I was like, okay, guys, these are all in. They're not for sale yet because I want to read them and do some videos on them, but they might be. There's one I'm keeping. I'll tell you which one that is. But, give me some time to go through them. And before I sent that, as soon as I did, I threw a message to him on the side like, look, I know you want these 2. They're yours. How about instead of me giving you money for gas when we go to West Monroe so-and-so month? And he's like, yeah, not a problem. So let's check this out. I like the colors. Hey, look, it's a beardless Doug McKay. I love these. That'd be a locksmith. Try to use to gain weight. Small engine repair. And this was, it was monthly. They were still owned by, who is it? London. Tune in the Super London. Okay, we got some. Now look at, okay, I'm talking about Rick Rude rejoicing there, but look at that. That's fucking Fonzie. Bill Alfonso. Sunshine with Aunt Stella. Man, I need to move that drink. That drink is just way too close. Magnum TA picture, the Russians, the Kolovs, the Crusher Khrushchev, which is very dark side. The natural way to speed up your day energy pills, now legal. Yeah, they had, and you see these ads, I never really looked at these ads at all in these magazines when I was real little, like the age I would have been reading. I wasn't looking at these ads. This is the correspondent reports. We got from Seattle about the Pacific Northwest here. We got from Memphis. Here we go. The crowd was treated a spectacle. This is by James Littman. Spectacle of the exotic industry battling primitive Randy Savage in a lumberjack match. Fuck yeah, I'd love to find that. Free Growth Plus tablets. You asked us. My question for Kerry Von Erich. What would your answer to Chris Adams be if he had said that he would leave you and your family alone if you teach him the Iron Claw? I wouldn't even distinguish that question with an answer, Sean, Kerry said. Chris Adams isn't exactly one of the people I'm most likely to trust. I have nothing to gain by agreeing to such an offer. This question for Tully Blanchard. Why do you put up with Dusty Rhodes? He's nothing but a dried up hay field who makes me sick. I did not write this one in. That sounds like something I would have wrote in that day, man. Fuck Dusty Rhodes. Alright, thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up to Terry Taylor. The brutal and terrifying rule of Ted DiBiase finally come to an end thanks to Terry Taylor. Taylor defeated DiBiase in Shreveport, Louisiana to capture the prestigious North American heavyweight title. I guess this is when DiBiase is getting ready to go to WWE. WWF. Thumbs up to Friday. Kamala's mysterious companions managed to prevent Kamala from executing his version of the Big Crush on his opponents after the matches ended. After Kamala's annihilated another opponent, he rarely is left by NC, but climbed up the turnbuckle on his way to perform his brutal Ugandan coup de grace. In the past, he's permanently injured several opponents by hurling his 360 pounds on helpless trains. Friday successfully curbed release control. Okay. Thumbs up to Avalanche Tyler. Tyler soundly defeated Ron Bass and ended Bass's stranglehold in the Mid-Atlantic title. In doing so, Tyler should see where noted competitors Don Kernodle, Rick Steamboat, and Dusty Rhodes had failed. Bass and Black Bar manager James A. Dillon still hold the Mid-Atlantic tag belts. Thumbs up to Hulk Hogan, the WWF champion, while he's in cloister training Mr. J in preparation for showdown against Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff, announced his attitude is temporary change. The only belt he will wear until WrestleMania, he told his fans was training muscle. His upcoming match required total dedication. Though we feel he's taking a big risk by trusting an inexperienced wrestler to be his tag team partner, it's nice to see Hogan get down to business for a match, forgetting about MTV presentation awards and other things he had sidetracked him in recent months. Okay, you assholes. Thumbs down to see Dr. Death Williams by turning into a staunch rule breaker. Williams let down thousands of Sooner fans to support him in the days as an All-American football player and intercollegiate wrestler at the University of Oklahoma. Not satisfied with that, Williams has taken under his wing another Sooner standout, rookie Edgar Thomas, and promptly turned him into a diabolic facsimile of himself. It is disgraceful an athlete the potential of Thomas must begin his career here in the booze and taunts for wrestling fans. Thumb down to Chris Allen, thumb down to Beefcake. I don't give fuck y'all. Thumbs down to Dr. Death. Giving Terry Taylor thumbs up. Oh, man. $2 each. All these old, man. Going all the way back to 74, man. Like July 74 at that, and then February 75. Man, now? I mean, look, I want as many copies as you have of each one of these $2 a piece, because I could easily get 10. Easy. And that's the Edgar Thomas. I don't remember this guy. Oh, Dusty with the boots. The Superstar Wrestling game, Pro Wrestling game. Oh, I don't remember. I never played it. How much was it? $15.95. Wow. Oh, God, Mike Graham. Question answer, Mike Graham. I hate the fucking never drew. Oh, God, Mike Graham gets quoted so much. I'm like, do y'all not know how full of shit Mike Graham is? I mean, I understand the younger generation, y'all didn't grow up watching Florida and realize Mike Graham fucking sucks. And he's full of shit, but if you watch that WCW, was it the Rise and Fall of WCW by WWE, the documentary, you're like, God, man, Mike Graham's a fucking idiot. $85 every year that year would change. It was in color, or mostly color, and it was on slick paper. I pick up here. Okay. Buzz Tyler. We got all the guys checking them out. See. When Sunshine's packed with Hercules Hernandez. Why Sunshine's packed with Hercules Hernandez is doomed to failure. Hercules Hernandez. A world class. He had made it to WWF by then? That's where I really remember him from. Okay, Don Kernodle's bloody message to Ivan Koloff. Russians look good in red. Don Kernodle is plainly ashamed that he once called Ivan Koloff friend and comrade, and together held the NWA World Tag Team Championships. The Born Again Patriot is dedicated to his stretch on the Russian Barons, the appreciated influences on the United States. Yeah. The bloody photos. That was always the best. Was like, oh. You always wanted a bloody photo on the cover, or if they had a centerfold in color, you want it there, because it just didn't look as good. Black and white. Here we go, James. It's a dog's life, and Junkyard Dog will trade it with anyone. Junkyard Dog, a very relationship of fans all ages. Boring match. JYD lets a young pup take center stage. Once he gets the ring begins, however, the dog is all business. As the first strains of Queens, another one bites the dust. Boom over the arena speakers. The crowd is already shimmying on their feet and clapping their hands. Few wrestlers can bring a crowd to its feet the way the Junkyard Dog can. If you were not around, if you've not seen the old mids, if you only know Junkyard Dog from his WWF run and up, I get it. I get not being a JYD fan. I totally get it, because once he left Watts and went to Vince, he just started. I don't know if it's one of the things where Watts had to keep him under control and book him, or just did JYD's problems get out? Because I mean, I'm not like speaking out of turn. You know, JYD had drug issues. That's kind of known. Never got to meet the man. Did see him. Never got to meet him. greatest AWA title match ever, Bob Backlund versus Rick Martel. It was a match once forbidden to Rick Martel, and one for which Bob Backlund spent his WWF title reign begging in vain. Now, Martel and Backlund feature in a world title match. History watch and Huddle Square both men battling the most important match of their careers. I bet that's a good match. I'm not the biggest Bob Backlund fan. I do like Rick Martel. I think Rick Martel, his AWA run is fucking great. His WWF run is really pretty good. And what I've seen of his WCW run is really pretty good. He's one of those guys that I just don't get why people just don't, he ain't just, man. Oh, Butch Reed would trade his fans again. Look at that great picture of Butch Reed. These kids. Here's with Dr. Death. January 8th. Matt Brock's looking okay. For those who don't know, Matt Brock don't exist. Brandy Mankiewicz supposed to be Matt Brock's niece or something. She exists. She's a real person. She was CM Punk's roommate for a long time. But Matt, he does not exist. But look at this whole match. January 1981. Wendy Richter versus Lottie Kai. Since this photo was taken in 1981, Richter shed her cowgirl image and a few pounds. Oh, God. Here we go. I used to pour over these, man, and memorize shit. All right, so we're going to go top 10. Our top 10, we got Ric Flair, who is he's probably NWA World. Rick Martel, who is AWA World. Hulk Hogan, that's WWF. They don't put World on it because they're pissed at WWF, but it is a World, man. Dusty Rhodes, which is weird because he's like number 3 in NWA. He shouldn't be that high. Kerry Von Erich, which is world class. Is he not? He's not world class. Wow, he's not the world class champ. Magnum Ta, he's probably U.S. champ at this time. Sergeant Slaughter, would he be in WWF yet? Yeah, he's in AWA. I wouldn't have him that high. Ronnie Garvin, Georgia, and then what? Just because there's Georgia run? What the fuck? Greg Valentine, he's IC champ. And then Randy Savage, who is Memphis, maybe? Mid-Southern, yeah, Memphis. Wow, nobody from Mid-South even made the list. Or Florida. And that's why I'm okay. Tag teams like the Real Wars. I'm not the biggest fan of the Real Wars. I respect them for what they did for the business. Off another one I'm not the big fan of. Barry Windham and Mike Return I fucking love. Great tag team. Steve Kerr and Stan Lane. That was that the Fabulous Ones? No, that was the Fabs, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the Fabs. I say Fantastic. No, that's the Fabs. Good team. Rick Morton and Robert Gibson, of course. Rock and Roll Express. Dennis Condrey, Bobby Eaton. Woo, Midnight Express. Hell yeah. Not a Ron Bass fan. Dusty Rhodes, Manny Fernandez. I hadn't seen a lot. Samoans. I don't know which group of Samoans this is. You can't just say Samoans, man. It's wrestling. You know how many Samoans there is with wrestling? Come on now. Mark and J. Youngblood. Don't know all of them. Okay. Flair. Magnum Ta. I'm going to point out anybody that's on this list that is still wrestling. Or even probably still alive. Flair is, Ta is, Backwell's dead, Dusty's dead, Kerry's dead. Ronnie's still alive. Rude's dead. Chris is dead. Jesse Barr is dead. Kevin's still alive. Buzz Tyler, I don't know. AWA. Martel's still alive. He just don't wrestle. Zabisco's alive. Jim Garvin. I don't know on that one. Backlund's still around. Slaughter's still alive. Bockwinkel dead. Man Superstar's still alive. Blackwell's definitely dead. Dan Blackwell's working both. King Tonga, that's Barbarian. Yeah, he's still alive. Mr. Sage. I don't know. Any regular games don't know. Most popular is Kerry Von Erich, then Hogan, then Slaughter, then Dusty, Rick, then Magnum, then Kevin, then Junkyard Dog, then Butch Reed, and Ronnie Garvin. Most hated Piper, Chris Adams, John Studd, Jim Garvin, Gina Hernandez, Tully Blanchard, Paul Orndorff. Let's go to WWF now. We got Hogan as the champ, Valentine's IC, Piper's right below him, then Santana, Ken Patera, John Studd, Junkyard Dog. JYD's left mid-south. That's what I thought. Paul Orndorff, Cowboy Bob Orton, Jimmy Snuka, and Jesse Ventura. Georgia, Tommy Rich still kind of wrestles here and there. Rick Rogers might here and there. Italian Stallion, maybe. Who's Devil Blue? World Class, dead. Retired. Well, he came out and did a little bit of one like a TNA or an MLW show. Come on, Eric. Brian Adidas, I don't know where the fuck he is. Dead. Mike, Rip Oliver, don't know. Kelly Kaninsky, don't know. Johnny Mantel, don't know. Mid-Atlantic, wow, shit. I forget about Mid-Atlantic. Magnum Todd, Buzz Tyler, does that. Jimmy Valiant still kind of wrestles here and there. But look at this Florida line. This actually sounds like it'd be fun to watch. Hey, Rick Rude, Jesse Barr, B. Ron Blair, Dutch Mantell, Bugsy McGraw. That's the first. Yeah. Terry Gordy, fuck yeah. Michael Hayes, fuck yeah. Missing Link, fuck yeah. Mike Graham. Hector Guerrero, fuck yeah. But Mid South, this is what I'll Mid South. These two right here were my big ones back then. Because let's see, what year is this? 85. Okay, I was getting all the syndicated WWF shows at the time, the World Class show, a NWA Crockett show, Florida Mid South, and Memphis. I did not get Pacific Northwest. I did not get Mid Atlantic. I did not get Georgia, and I didn't get AWA. I did not get to see AWA regularly until I got cable in '90 when I was on ESPN. So, man, Florida, look at that. And then Mid South, this was not can't miss. I'm gonna record it and watch it every week. Terry Taylor, Ted DiBiase, Brad Armstrong, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Butch Reed, Steve Williams, Iceman King Parsons, Jake the Snake Roberts, Buddy Landell, and Tim Horner. Hey, 9 out of 10 ain't bad. Then Memphis had a lineup then. Look at this. Randy Savage, Jerry Lawler, Eddie Gilbert, Iron Mike Sharp is not bad. If you only know him from his WWE work, go watch some of his other stuff. He's not bad. Tommy Rich, Lenny Poffo good. Playboy Frazier. Oh, Elmer. Mr. Wrestling, I don't know which Mr. Wrestling. Exotic Adrian Street and Jerry Bryan. Northwest, Carl Steiner, Bobby Jaggers, Billy Jack Hayes, Mike Miller, Kendo Nagasaki, Mega Maharishi, Rocky Venturo, Jerry Gray, Mr. Ebony, and Ricky Vaughn. That is soon to be Lance Von Erich. And then analyze and everything. A champion or a world champion? There's no question the single most controversial aspect of our ratings is the fact that NWA and WWF champions are listed as world champion, and the WWF champion is simply listed as champion. And the very first time a ratings analysis the wrestler dealt with one aspect of this question. At the time, Adrian Adonis was laying claim to the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship as sponsored by Southwest Championship Wrestling. At the time, disclaiming the world status of Adrian Adonis' title, we wrote, nevertheless, we feel it is inappropriate at this critical time to automatically elevate Adrian Adonis' title to the level of Ric Flair's NWA World title, Nick Bockwinkel's AWA World title. Adonis' title existed only a few months. The AWA has been in existence for nearly 80 years. The AWA Championship has existed since the late 1950s. It's the only other world title we recognize. The WWF, which is formed in 63, is recognized as the largest regional title in the world, something more than the Mid-Atlantic title, but less than the NWA World belt. The wrestling community, more interested in reducing the number of world title claimants than increasing it, joined with us and refused to recognize Adonis' claim. At the time, we recognized the world championships of NWA and AWA. We did not regard the WWF title as a world title for two reasons. The WWF champion was prohibited from making defenses against scientific wrestlers, and the title was only defended in the northeast part of the United States. And they quit letting us take pictures damn ringside. And we're like, fuck you then. We're going to make your title not a world title. People, oh man. As a kid, it's a world title. It's WWF. All of my friends watch WWF. All of them watch Mid-South, but the others, no. But in the last few years, the WWF has undergone a remarkable expansion. Numerous television outlets have been added to WWF's already formal network of broadcast and cable stations. And WWF expansion has seen cards promoted here on arenas throughout the country around simply the Northwest. And let's not forget the world title has changed hands twice in 2 years. Iron Sheik won the belt from Backlund. Hogan won the belt from the Sheik. Hogan's popularity is undeniable. Popularity alone a reason to elevate the WWF Championship to world title status. Like Backlund, Hogan only defends his title against rule-breaking opponents. And basically, all that, yeah. I want the hat, I want the shirt, I want the stickers, I want the button. I want everything. And, oh, God. And the shirts were, oh, geez, they only got the extra large yet. That ain't working. This is it. Okay, I posted this ad on Facebook stores. Everybody's like, you should get one. Oh, I wish. $35, satin jacket. Steamboat's Mid-Atlantic Gym, North Carolina. Premium back issues at $3 a piece. There's the Freebirds. The Road Warrior shirt offer. Double extra large though, man. It shows how much how big we've gotten since '85. Now it's not. Now every ad at least goes up to 3X, sometimes 4 and 5. It's like Jesus. I remember back in the day. I'm not gonna say this girl's name because I got back in touch with her. This girl I went to school with her from early elementary school all the way through graduation. We're the same age. She was big, always been big. She was a girl in elementary school. They'd have to get out the separate scale for her. The little kid scale only went for 200 pounds. By the time third grade hit, yeah, she wasn't getting on that. She was getting on the adult scale. Her mama made most of her clothes because you could not find anything above a 2X, and 2X was just skin tight on her. She didn't like it. She wanted her stuff a little loose. You know, she's like, I'm big. Now you can find the big stuff easy. Self-defense. Wrestling USA. Another one, I never bought it because it was cost more. Most of it, and it didn't come out that often. If they cost more, I was like, I'll get the old, I like the newsprint. I do love this newsprint. Oh, man. The Wrestling Review, $5 each for these old issues. A lot of ads selling or something. I'm sure they're going to make a fortune off this. Magic Power of Witchcraft. I love this fucking ad. There's the end and on back cover. The Wrestling album's got a little dent right here. I'd love to have it. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Well, James, sir, I hope you enjoy it. I don't have a board for it, sir. I'm going to let you know if you watch this. I don't know if you can watch this around. I know you watch my stuff. But I'll have it bagged for you, and I'll give them to you. I'll see you probably before this video goes up. I'll see you and hand them over to you. But everybody else, hope you enjoy that little trip down memory lane here. I like doing these. I'm out. Talk to everybody later. Bye bye.